Bird underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular hole by Michael Jordan.
Oh, wow.
In your life have you seen anything like that? No. Wide right.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk to sports and other stuff, like drones, yeah, and UFOs in New Jersey. Speaking of which, what does an alien use to purchase coffee?
I don't know.
Starbucks.
I'm Roy Harder, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you so much. Your introductions are getting odder and odder.
Yeah,
Are you
otter and otter, huh?
Well, you're emphasizing things. Now before I had an issue with the fact that you would no-sell the intros. You would just run through the goddamn line like it was a disclaimer in a commercial. You would have nothing. Now you're just pausing way too much, like Starbucks.
Oh, I thought it was. I was doing it for more dramatic. I try to be a bit more dramatic, David.
Yeah, but then it takes away from the fact that it's Starbucks.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, you know me. I try to give it a little flair. A little flair here and there.
You're one of the greatest musicians of all time, but you have the comedic timing and delivery of Daniel Bobo Kurlan. Somehow, you and him are on that. Speaking of which, look who it is! A special guest star just popped in. You say his fucking name, and like Shoeless Joe, he stands up. He comes through the cornfield. He reappears in Kevin Costner's backyard, and here he is, the co-host of Best Seats in the House, the podcast that everyone's talking about. Put it together for Daniel Bobo Kurlan. Bo. And, of course, Bobby T with us as always. Bo, how are you? We got a lot to get into today. Talk to me, Daddy.
I'm doing fine, surviving the busiest time of year at my job.
At your job. I wasn't aware that you were employed. I thought you failed that UPS driver's test like 22 times by now. I know you've been trying to get that fucking gig, but yeah.
There's different jobs there. I'm a loader.
Oh, you're a loader at UPS. Okay. All right. Yeah, baby.
That brings the loads.
What does that involve, Bo? You take a lot of loads?
Yeah, big load, huh? Right, Bo? Everyone, all three of us jumped on the fucking thing at the same exact time, all right?
It was too easy, Dave. Come on.
Let the Dave man have a fucking, back and forth with the motherfucking mealy mouth son of a bitch. I'll ask you for help when I need it. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, Bo, here's the main reason why you're on the show today, because you're a fucking scumbag. With all due respect, happy holidays to you and yours. And I can't say Merry Christmas. I guess I have to say what? Happy Hanukkah to you, correct?
No, Matt, I'm not even in that religion.
Oh, you're not in that religion. I was pretty sure you were. I got some bad information then.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, Bo. My God, we're fucking knocking it out of the park early. This fucking banter of ours, back and forth. We got so much energy. Bo, I don't know if someone needs to fucking shoot you up with cocaine, but let's talk a little louder. Let's have a little more fucking energy. I know this is, listen, you're the co-host of Best Seats in the House podcast. And that's on the NPR station where people mumble and speak in monotone whispering. Davey Mac Sports Program. We bring the juice, Bo. We bring the juice.
All right.
All right. Do you know why you're here? Because you are a Mets fan, and I am a Yankees fan, and we just had a major incident, which affected both of us very, very deeply. And that is Juan Soto leaving the New York Yankees to join your shitty little fucking franchise, the New York Mets. Right off the bat, thoughts and opinions about Juan Soto. What's he going to do for you, Bo?
I have a feeling he's gonna have a big season. This guy knows what he's doing. All right, we have a billionaire owner.
Bo, take your Mets hat off. With all due respect,
More like a stem hat.
there you go. Well, no, the reason why is because I think the hat was interfering with your microphone. Now here we go. Unless it sounds good to Robert.
I'm trying to play with the levels, but it's all over.
All right. Now, what do you think Juan Soto's going to do to you, buddy?
Oh no, he's going to be at least top 3 in the MVP voting this year.
Top 3 MVP. Now, you know why I hate you and all of the Mets fans right now is because since 1996, I, as a Yankee fan, had to hear that the Yankees buy championships. I, as a Yankee fan, had to hear one stupid Mets fan after another go, you guys never have your own players. Well, and that was bullshit. Little guys like Derek Jeter, Bernie Williams, Jorge Posada, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettit. We could go on and on. So that fucking thing was total bullshit. But fine. We would then round out the lineup with your veterans who we believed in, your Paul O'Neills, your Tino Martinez's, your David Cohns, so on and so forth. And because of that, we were accused of buying championships by every fucking Mets fan that I came in contact with. For the last 20 years, I heard Yankees buy championships. And now the Mets get Juan Soto, and not only did you guys just fucking give a ridiculous amount of money, a contract that they say with incentives will be worth well over $800 million, but you fucking started calling us little brother. Little brother now. Every fucking Mets fan got so high and mighty with the goddamn Juan Soto shit that then all of a sudden they start calling us little brother. Okay? Bo, the Yankees have 27 World Series championships. How many do the Mets have?
We have 2.
2. Fucking 2. 27, 2. And I know every Mets fan, because I brought this shit up. When the Mets fans were like, well, the Mets weren't even around. The Yankees had a head start. No shit. That's why they're the fucking older brother. That's why they're the big brother. You can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh, well, we only the only reason why we don't have that many championships is because the Yankees were a franchise 60 years ahead of us. Exactly. They were a franchise 60 years ahead of you, which is why the Yankees will always be the older brother, the big brother. So that's another fucking stupid argument, the goddamn Mets fans. But how about this? Since 1962, since the Mets' inaugural season, the Yankees have won 8 championships. The Mets have won, Bo?
2.
Since, if you don't even want to give the Yankees credit for that, for the 1962 fucking championship. In the last 50 years, Bo, since 1977 to now, the Yankees have won 7 World Series championships. How many have the Mets won?
We've only won 2.
You've won 1 since 1977. You've won 1, I said. 77, I said.
77. We won 1.
Since 1996, the Yankees won 96, 98, 99, 2000, 2009. Since 96, the Yankees have won 5 World Series championships. Since 1986, how many of the Mets won?
2.
0, you lying fuck!
It's
0!
0.
You didn't win nothing since 96. You goddamn liar! Who you trying to shit? You trying to shit me?
No. I made a mistake.
Whoa. Roy!
I misheard what you said.
Roy! It seems like he's trying to shit on the Sportsmaster, don't it?
It certainly does.
I said since 1996 the Yankees have won 5. How many again have the Mets won?
0.
0! You little fucking marbly mouthed liar! Since in this fucking century, since the year 2000, the Yankees have won 2 championships. How many of the Mets won?
0.
0! In what fucking universe can the Mets possibly overtake the Yankees as far as being the big brother? You will always be the little brother, you little fucking dorks. Furthermore, I don't want to hear about it. Any goddamn Mets fan out there banging their fucking chest. You know why, Bo? In the year 2005, I had to hear from fucking Mets fans. I was at Monmouth University finishing out my degree. It was a wonder. I got my goddamn Bachelor of Arts, Bo, in communications. Something you ain't got. Is that the truth, Bo?
Yes, that's true.
That is. You got a fucking master's in failing UPS driver's tests. That's what you got a fucking PhD in, bro. You can see I'm a little ticked off because you tried to lie. Right here on the DMSP. You tried to lie to my dick. You tried to eat my fucking dick and my ass. You tried to jerk me off, eat my ass and dick, and suck the jizz out of my fucking dick and spit it back in my mouth. You tried to snowball me, man.
What's that mean, buddy?
He tried to fucking suck the cum out of the dick, then kiss me mouth open, and we spit the cum back and forth. That's a proper snowball. He just tried to do it.
He winked when you described it.
You fucking winked at me.
Laughing. No, I was laughing.
You don't fucking wink at me, pal. I don't care if someone fucking takes a lemon and shoves it into your fucking eye socket. You don't wink at me.
No winking allowed.
No winking on the DMSP. Everyone knows that rule. But see, Mets fans don't like playing by the fucking rules. Now, in 2005, when I was finishing my 9-year Bachelor of Arts program at Monmouth University.
You and me both, baby.
There was a 3 or 4 year gap where I just worked at the Dublin House in Red Bank, New Jersey as a barback, okay? There was time on the shelf. I took a little sabbatical.
You passed the barbacks test, though?
I fucking passed the test, yeah. Not
then you're better than Bo at that.
I mean, a barback, you don't need to have the fucking knowledge as a bartender. You can make some fucking, vodka and cranberries and pour pints, but if anyone asks for a real drink as a barback, you gotta get the big guy. But when I was going to Monmouth University, Bo, I'll never forget her name. Her name was Jane. And Jane told me that Ray Ordonez was a better player than Derek Jeter. Okay? And I'm sure you thought that as well, Bo. Then in 2015, I get told by all the Mets fans that live close to me, best pitching rotation ever. Matt Harvey. Remember that name, Bo? Matt Harvey is the new Tom Seaver. Best pitching rotation of all time. There's no doubt about it. We're going to win a World Series. And you know what, Bo? You didn't win in 2005. You didn't beat the Yankees when you had a chance to beat them in the year 2000. And then in 2015, you fucking choked away a World Series to the Kansas City Royals. I mean, at least we lost to the LA Dodgers, who have a payroll of $8 gazillion. You guys lost to the Kansas City Royals, whose payroll includes a few packages of Sour Patch Kids. That's how cheap that fucking organization is. And you sit there, mute, like some fucking Dick Tracy character, just sitting there not fucking talking.
Yeah. Well, wasn't our fault that we had our pitcher was doing a bunch of booger sugar spending time with a bunch of coke whores.
Are you talking about Matt Harvey?
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
In 2000, so on the DMSP, by the way, thoughts and opinions of best seats in the house co-host Daniel Bobo Kurlan are his own. Because when Matt Harvey's people try to sue this show, I'm putting him right on best seats in the house, Dad. Because you just accused him of being basically a coke whore and a pimp. What?
He was too busy fooling around with coke whores during that time.
I know. But it sounds like he's the coke whore, according to you. My point being, can any Mets fan ever have something good with them without relating it to the New York Yankees? Is that possible? Or are you guys just perpetually going to be the little brother, a bunch of insecure bitches who anytime something good happens, you have to bring the Yankees in the conversation? You guys got Juan Soto. Congratulations. Wonderful job. What's all this little brother talk? Are you aware if you won the World Series every single year for the next 25 years, you'd only be tied with the Yankees? You need to have a 25 Pete. You need to have a quarter of a century Pete just to be tied with the New York Yankees, the greatest organization in all of sports. And I got to hear on a day where Mets fans could have been jubilant, instead they're calling us little brother? That's your time to talk, bozo!
I can't speak for everyone else, but I wasn't speaking to that. I was on Twitter saying, now go get us pitching.
You're you're actually the only person who may have had a little class in this entire scenario. But 99% of the Mets fans, and because I can't talk to 99% of the Mets fans, I can only talk to you. I'm sorry. I have to take the wrath out on you unless you publicly go on Twitter and call out every fucking Mets fan. You say, look, I'm a Mets fan too. But to every single Mets fan out there, you shut your fucking liver lips. Because it doesn't matter how many championships you win in the next 4 or 5 years, you still won't be close to the Yankees. And the whole point of a big brother is they were born first. So when Mets fans come back and say the Yankees got their 27 championships because they were out a lot longer than the Mets, well, that's the whole point. Yes, the Yankees were born first, created first. They are the first team of New York baseball now that the New York baseball Giants have gone to San Francisco. Jesus Christ. You all right, Roy?
I'm pretty pained up, David.
You
Don't mind
okay?
me.
What happened? The neck?
Yeah, same shit. My neck and arm is all fucked. But
do you appreciate what this fucking kid is doing? I can see it. It's physically pained you.
Very, very painful. It makes me cringe.
And Roy, I have to say, that jacket, are you trying to plan some cosplaying as Negan from Walking Dead at a Comic-Con with that jacket of yours?
Bam! Shots fired at Roy Harder?
Whoa.
Why?
What was
he
that
just
about?
fucking tried to goddamn take you off the hook.
Yeah, I was trying to ease off the pressure on you, Bobo.
This is what happens with Mets fans. First of all, I don't even know what you're talking about. He looks like Fonzie. He's got a Fonzie look, the leather in the shirt.
It's not even leather, guys. It's corduroy. It's a corduroy shirt. Yeah, it's corduroy.
And he looks like Bob Vila about to fucking put a porch on a goddamn house. Or Norm Abrams. Or Norm Abrams, master carpenter, his stooge.
Yeah.
That's for all 8 of you This Old House fans out there. Rock and roll.
I love it, David. That's a good one.
Listen.
In Bo's defense, I think he's still
you made me laugh, so it hurts more.
Careful.
I actually found out something.
But what's with the class of the New York Mets fans? What's with you guys have the class of Jenna Jameson? Okay?
I know that one too, David.
Careful, you're gonna make me a Mets fan, Dave.
No, but no class. So many Mets fans out there, fucking little brother, poking the goddamn bear. All it does is showcase your own insecurity. All it does is show that you're fucking weak and you're not actually as confident as you think you are. You actually don't believe, because if you believe in your team, you go out there, you expect them to win, you handle yourself with a little bit of class and decorum and not fucking just fucking roast the other goddamn team. And I'll tell you something else. Steve Cohen's got something coming to him. He ain't going to get away with this. And I've already put it out there, Bo, to Elon Musk, to Mark Zuckerberg, or Jeff Bezos, the top 3 fucking richest men in the world. One of you stooges buy the Yankees and crush this little dork, Steve Cohen, this little cheating fucking inside trader loser. And Bo, he's an inside trader. We did this fucking story last week. He ripped off people for billions of dollars. What say you about that? What? Are you the type of guy who fucking roots for Gordon Gekko in Wall Street too, Bo?
No, but I'm damn rooting for a damn billionaire who wants to spend something after being stuck with years with the coupons.
The Wilpons, Fred Wilpon. I get. My point is, you have every right to be happy. God bless you. You guys got Soto. The fact that Mets fans didn't wait 0.01 seconds in order to turn around and start shitting on Yankees fans, antagonizing and provoking Yankees fans, calling us little brother, which is stupid. It's impossible to be the little brother when we're born 60 years ahead of your dumb franchise.
And you would think Mets fans would be careful with celebrations after their relieving pitcher tore his ACL.
You would think that they've learned not to fucking do this. That's my point about the year 2000 with Mets fans crowing that they were going to beat the Yankees in the series. Didn't happen. That Ray Ordonez Jr. was going to be fucking better than Derek Jeter? That was a stupid comment. But many Mets fans had that opinion. That didn't happen. Then I had to hear Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight, and what's-his-face, DeGrom, and the other and the Viking guy are all going to fucking the greatest pitching rotation of all time, the minimum of 3 championships. They went to 1. They blew it to the Kansas City Royals. They have 0 in the 21st century. The Yankees at least have 2. I'm not happy with having 2 championships in the 21st century in the year 2000, 2009. I'm unsatisfied with that, but at least it's not nothing. You guys have 0. You're looking at nearly 40 fucking years of 0. None. Bupkis. Zilch. Now, I want you to sit here and say, you apologize to me on behalf of Mets fans.
We apologize to you on behalf of Mets fans.
Wow, what a pussy move. After all the Mets fans in the chat wanted you to pipe back, Bo. That's how you go? That's how you defend your team? You really are the little brother.
Little brother. Fucking brother. Your goddamn Mets delegate just fucking choked. Live.
No, I
on the Davey Mac Sports. Too late now.
I saved the shit for the season.
So we're going to have a competition this season? Fine.
Yeah. Things get really crazy during the season.
Okay, first of all, can you? I know that's your family talking, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Can you tell them to take it into the goddamn kitchen? No, don't they see you're doing a fucking national? Then he gets up. Then we're gonna lose his Bluetooth.
Can you please be quiet? You picked a bad time during
this. Is like King of Comedy. Hold on, listen.
Ma,
this is. I'm gonna call you Rob. I'm gonna call you Bo Pupkin from now on. Mom, please! I'm trying to do this now. You ever see King of Comedy by Martin Scorsese, Bo?
I've seen the movie many times. I freaking own the Blu-ray.
Isn't it great? That's one of the best Scorsese movies of all. That's one thing we can agree on, right, Bo?
Yup. And also, we can agree that Robert De Niro is a horrible actor unless Martin Scorsese is directing the movie.
Wow.
Oh,
Let
that's
me
an
think
interesting
about
take.
that for a second. I mean, what about The Untouchables? De Niro as Al Capone in The Untouchables? That was directed by Brian De Palma. De Niro's great as Al Capone. No?
What about Meet the
Well,
Fockers?
he-
he was great in that too.
I don't.
So,
Yeah, I'm with Bo, actually, on any
I've
kind
got
of
nickels
Fockers
straight.
thing.
Can you milk me?
Yes. So some of these movies he's doing just to pay child support payments.
No, I actually am with you on that, Bo. Okay, we see more eye to eye than we do. Bo, if this is an anti-De Niro rant, apparently you and I are going to be on the same side. I'm just
We couldn't
saying.
beat you at baseball. He had to pivot to De Niro. Hey,
Yeah. Roy's like,
So-
what about Meet the Fockers? I'm like, actually, Bo is pretty much dead on when it comes to the fucking Fockers
turns out-
franchise.
turns out
probably
Roy and I
just did
love
that to
Ben
pay-
Stiller feature pieces.
You did that to pay a child support payment.
I know. You said the one time it got a laugh out of me. The next time gets me up. We're just going to move on. Okay? We heard the goddamn child support thing the first time. Now, if you should have backed it up with one of his 8 steakhouses that he owns. He got to fucking keep the lights on one of his goddamn 8 steakhouses that he owns in New York City. Something like that, Bo. But who cares? The main deal is the Yankees will always be the big brother in New York. Here's the deal. Let's do a bet then. Let's do a fucking bet. Okay?
Ooh,
The
I like the sound
Yankees
of this.
will finish higher. Finish postseason's included, right, Bo? This is whoever gets furthest to the postseason, right? Forget about records. Should we forget about
whoever
regular
gets
season
fir-
records?
Yeah. Whoever gets furthest in the season.
Whoever gets furthest in the postseason. Okay. So we're going to have a gentleman's bet. We'll come up with the punishment. I think the punishment from me, I'm going to send you a box of donuts. The punishment for you, you have to light yourself on fire in the middle of Times Square. Is that fair?
That's fair.
That's fair, he says. He says that's fair. Donuts, suicide. Okay. I'm glad. Wow, this is a good deal for me. Roy,
Yes, they
do you have any interrogation music? Because since I've been interrogating this poor son of a bitch, let's do our sketch, our bit, if you will. Every once in a while, we often have to put Bronx Johnny under interrogation because, well, we all suspect Bronx Johnny of stealing something when he comes on the show. So we usually put him under interrogation, but you're going to go under interrogation right now, Bo. Okay, and for the audience at home, this is just a way for everyone to get to know the special guest. You know, get some real insight into how they think, how they talk, how they walk. Okay? So here we go, Bo. Answer these questions clearly, loudly. Okay? Speak audibly, please.
Okay.
You know, Bo, one thing I noticed, you kind of move your lips like a ventriloquist. There's not a lot of movement. You're like, hi, everybody. How you doing? Hi, I'm Bobo. Now, if you talk by enunciating your words, it's a lot better for the listener. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
State your name and location, sir.
Daniel Bobo Kurlan, Queens, New York.
If Keith Hernandez asked to have you as a pet for 1 year, he would take you to every Mets game, you know, he would take you to the restaurant. The main thing is you would have to be on a leash. Would you do that?
I would do it.
You would wow. For no money either. I was anticipating Bo saying, I mean, am I getting paid? Am I getting something out of this? You know, what's in it for me? What's in it for Daniel Kurlan? But no, for free. He would be Keith Hernandez's pet. Like the Gimp. Keith Hernandez is going to treat you like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction, and you're okay with that.
I'm okay
You're
with
okay
that.
Okay, that's fucking disturbing. When and where is the last time you farted in public? Honest answer.
Waiting 1 hour for a bus.
at the bus stop. I said when.
Yep, exactly.
No, that's not when. When. Listen to the questions. Try to get that head of yours thinking about what I said. When was this?
I said it was about 2 weeks ago to the day.
Okay, 2 weeks ago to the day. To the day. Like it's a ghost story he's telling us.
It's a memorable part, apparently.
2 weeks ago to the day, I was standing at ye old bus stop when I felt a fault rippling out of the ass.
All right, Bo. Would you rather drink a liter of puke or a liter of jizz? And why?
Well, because puke was food once, and jizz probably might give me an STD for that stuff.
So he'd go with puke because at one point it was food.
He's not wrong.
And jizz might give him an STD.
I think puke is more toxic. I'm just saying.
And at one point, jizz will become a human being.
Bo, have you ever stolen something from a relative? And if so, what? I know this is an uncomfortable question since it sounds like half your fucking family is in the room with you. But nevertheless, tell us the truth. When's the last time you stole something from a relative?
12 pack of beer when house sitting once.
Can you say the relative? Was it an aunt, uncle, mom, dad? Who? Come on.
Was a cousin.
Cousin. A fucking cousin. That's how he treats his cousins, Roy.
Took him a while to think of that, too. Huh?
I know. The thing about Interrogation with Bo is he treats this like a Law and Order SVU episode with the dramatic pauses.
It's like he's got a lawyer sitting next to him saying, you don't have to answer that one.
I don't mind it. I don't mind the fact that he takes this bit so seriously that he's being very contemplative about it.
Yes.
He had such a problem with the word problems you gave him earlier. He wants to make sure he's answering what he thinks he's answering.
Just, all right, fine, Bo, fine. Bo, if Ron Darling paid you $25,000 to burn his ex-wife's house down, would you?
Heck, I do it. I need the money.
He needs the money. He would do it. A world-class arson. Everyone knows Daniel Bobo Kurlan. Him and fire. That's a crime, by the way, Bo. Are you aware of this?
Desperate times call for
don't
desperate
answer.
measures.
No, listen, plead the fifth on that one, okay? Because trust me, I've got a goddamn really good cause to forward this to the NYPD after the show. In fact, Robert, make sure this whole episode gets forwarded right over. Because he just said he would take out Ron Darling's ex-wife.
Absolutely. I'll make sure they get right on it, Dave.
Yeah. Call my friend, Detective McNulty, on that one. Bo, if Juan Soto paid you $50,000 to hit Aaron Judge with a car, would you?
$50,000. I need the money for a vacation.
You already got the 25 grand from Ron Darling. What kind of vacation is this? You going to Abu Dhabi? And fucking, staying in one of those like skyscrapers that the Saudi Arabian princes stay in? I mean, now you're a real fucking felon, pal. Burning people's houses down, hitting men with cars. Bo, when's the last time you lied to someone, and please tell us what it was about?
It was on the LA Daboll, and they didn't want to pay the fee on the train, and I lied that my phone battery went out.
That's a good move. What do you mean? So you bought the ticket on your phone. You can digitally download the ticket on your phone, and then the guy comes around and you say, my phone went out?
Yeah, I did that to save a bit of money.
I gotta tell you,
on the
little fucking criminal mastermind over here. That's the smartest thing Bo's ever said in the whole entire history of me knowing him, which sadly stretches back well over 15 years at this point.
At least he didn't hide in the bathroom like a lot of guys do.
No, I'm gonna do that phone thing now.
The conductor usually says, I'll give you 15 minutes to charge it up, and he'll show you a point to an outlet, and he'll expect you. He'll come back. That's what I've seen happen. I've never seen that work, Bobo.
It worked for Bo.
I don't know, man.
Did it work, Bo?
Well, it worked because I was getting off the next stop anyway.
It worked, Roy.
Oh, that'll do it. He probably felt a little sorry for you too, Bobo. You've got a very, sad face that makes people want to help you out.
You're supposed to be the good cop. I'm supposed to be the bad cop, Roy.
Oh,
but you
good point.
basically just called him a fucking billboard for depression.
I did. Yeah, sorry about that. Actually, Bobo, you have a very nice, round, cute face. Makes people want to just pinch your cheeks.
They
You're a
call Bo the
handsome guy,
33rd
Bo.
chromosome.
Bo, if someone paid you $100,000 to live in a Mr. Met outfit for a year, would you?
Heck yeah, I'd do it. Free tickets get to be at every game.
Yeah, and also you've got this vacation that you're planning, which I'm starting to think is a vacation to Colombia, where you're going to pick up a bunch of cocaine, smuggle it into the United States of America, and sell it. So, Robert, make sure the DEA gets this fucking tape as well as the NYPD, because no one needs $200,000 for vacation, which this motherfucker just told us he needs, unless they're in the fucking cahoots with some of these cartels.
And if he's crossing state lines, Dave, that's FBI too.
Get them involved as well. Bo, what's the best sports show of all time?
If I'm talking about that, if I'm talking about saying other than myself, you guys.
Say that again, please.
You guys.
Thank you. No waffling, Bo. Okay? Do I got a fucking sign that says IHOP above me? No waffling, brother. And that'll do it. Interrogation with Bo. Thank you, Bo. Now I think the audience knows you a little bit better. What's going on in that house of yours that people seem to be fighting, arguing? What the hell's going on over there?
I don't know what it is. My grandmother was visiting, that's all.
Grammy's over, and when Grammy is there, she's like Axl Rose. She causes a big problem. She's screaming. She's throwing furniture. What the fuck?
No, it's just she's dealing with her own stuff. Her own stuff.
She got her own thing. She got her own thing going on. She's pissed. All right. All right.
Yeah, whatever's going on at the time.
All right. Hey, you don't need to say no more, pal. Because the one thing that bonds me and Bo is the New York Football Giants. And Bo, there are two individuals. Do you see these guys on Twitter pop up? I see them pop up on my Twitter feed all the time. Jordan Renan and Art Stapleton. Do you see them?
I see them a lot.
Okay. They're Giants beat reporters who are saying that the Giants should bring back Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll. That they deserve, for some bizarre reason, another chance after getting progressively worse every single year until this year, the 100th anniversary of our glorious franchise. We're the biggest laughing stock in the NFL. 0-8 at home. We have an opportunity to become the first 0-9 team at home. If the Giants lose their final home game, they will be the first team in NFL history, because of the new 17-game schedules, to go 0-9 at home. Not even the 0-16 Lions went 0-9 at home because they only played 8 games. So we have a chance to do something that the 0-16 Lions didn't even do, go 0-9. And people think Joe Schoen should be brought back and Brian Daboll should be brought back. The fucking fact that Joe Schoen gave Daniel Jones $160 million for 4 years when we all knew he was mid is beyond comprehension. The fact that everyone knew Saquon Barkley's got so much left in the gas tank, and then the owner, John Mara, goes on Hard Knocks and says if Saquon leaves and especially goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to have a hard time sleeping at night, and they still lose him. Not even the trade. They don't trade him. They lose him. The fact that the team has fucking two interceptions. That team has 2 interceptions, and they let Xavier McKinney, who was a great Giant player for all these years, who's got 8 interceptions with the Packers this year. The fact that they let him go. The fact that they traded Leonard Williams for peanuts. And I'm supposed to sit here and listen. Brian Burns, decent little player, but he's got like 60 tackles and 8 sacks. And you give him $30 million a season, and you didn't want to give Saquon 13? 1-3. Let's see. Saquon Barkley for $13 million or Brian Burns for $30 million. Which contract would you have wanted? I'll take a guy who's in the top 3 MVP voting with Saquon Barkley for the 13 and save us $17 million a season. And I got this Jordan Renan and Art Stapleton have the fucking balls to go on Twitter, write column after column, article after article about how Joe Schoen should be given a second chance. Fuck off. In fact, Joe Schoen, Brian Daboll, and especially John Mara, the weak, cowardly, pussy-ass doofus of an owner, you're all on the Shizer list.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
I'm screaming I'm bringing the fire so hard. Someone's outside walking their dog, and their dog is barking at me.
Yeah.
In here.
That's serious
because
fire.
I am that upset with everything that's going on. I mean, it's insane that I'm saying this. Thank God I'm a Knicks fan. Because the Giants and Yankees have weak ownership and shithead general managers. And it doesn't seem like anything's going to change. Bo, your take on Shane and Daboll.
I'm like so upset. Something that has never happened only once to me since TV technology has switched to flat screen TVs. My TV broke.
Your television broke.
I was so frustrated at how bad the Giants have been doing. I threw a can of beer and it hit the TV.
You threw a fucking can of beer at your television.
Rage.
Not aiming at the TV.
Not aiming at the TV. What
should
the
be
fuck were you
quarterback for the
aiming at?
Giants.
Did you get the television and window confused again? Again, I always tell you, if you're looking at a rectangle and you see a New York bus, that's a window. If you look at a rectangle and you see some creature, that's a television. Don't throw the beer can at the television. Throw it out the window.
Or at least a recycling bin.
Roy, you ever break a TV? I can't even say. What? Bo, go ahead.
These TVs do not know how to take a beating like they could back in the day. I can tell you.
I used to be able to throw them out a hotel window. They'd still work, right?
Who the fuck are you? Keith Moon, Bo? Your mom paid good money for that flat screen. She don't need you throwing your stupid can of Natty Ice at the fucking television. Now listen, I'm upset as you about the Giants. I just poured into this show. You've got best seats in the house. That's your podcast you do with Robert Kramer. correct?
That's correct.
And how's the show going? Are you guys going to break up yet? When's the Simon and Garfunkel, we fucking hate each other period coming?
Can't wait to see what Robert Kramer does next.
Well, what's going on with you two? You guys getting along?
We're getting along very. We actually have our Christmas special coming up later this week.
Oh.
I'm going to be tuning in. What's anything special planned for said Christmas special?
Well, we have some people coming in to make appearance and stuff. Some friends of ours that kind of are coming in, a little nod to different moments throughout the year in New York sports.
Wonderful.
Oh.
It sounds very exciting. I will go check that out.
It sounds very depressing if it's a nod to all the New York sports moments this year.
Yeah. Dave, have you got your invite yet? Because I got mine. I turned him down.
You invited Roy and you didn't invite me, you sack of shit. You little fucking weasel. All the things I've done for you in my entire fucking life, going back not just to the Davey Mac Sports Program, to the Eastside Dave Show, to special delivery starring Sam and Dave. You've been one of my, you know what? That's what?
You're invited. You're invited. If you say you want to come down, come on down. We'll pass on the information to you where to go.
You only invited me because Roy called you out live on the air, you little fucking lion maggot. That's the only reason why you're inviting me. You were just caught red-handed. And it ain't the first time that this has happened to me. Someone gets invited to some fucking party and they go, hey, oh, yeah, your buddy, Big A Andrew Gold did that to me in November. He goes, Davey Mac, guess who's going to the Bennington Thanksgiving party? He's got 2 thumbs and it's this guy. And I go, what the fuck is the matter with you? Don't you check to see if someone gets invited to a fucking party first before you fucking do the 2 thumbs it's this guy thing? Because I didn't get shit. And now on top of Big A doing that to me in November, I got Bo doing this to me in goddamn December.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable's right.
Dave, I got some breaking news here. I made an error. He didn't actually send me an invite after all, so he screwed both of us.
You wouldn't fucking invite Roy. Don't you know? You put Roy harder at you. Tell him to bring his dumb little keyboard. He creates the tunes. He creates the soundtrack of the party. Everyone loves that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Bo. What do you think about Caitlin Clark? We're back at Roy. Your favorite topic. We're back in the Caitlin Clark business.
Let me fix my hair. Hold on, this is gonna go viral.
The topic that only gets us death threats upon death threat. And fucking comparisons to the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
And all kinds of things. I mean,
by the way, my real name's not Roy Harder, everybody. You should know that. That's just a stage name.
Listen, Roy Harder, he's 100% German. He's used to the goddamn Aryan Nazi goddamn jokes. Well, here's all I'll say. Caitlin Clark gets put on the cover of Time magazine as Athlete of the Year. I think it was well-deserved and well-earned. She obviously was one of the biggest stories of the WNBA. She also broke every single rookie record imaginable except for rebounds. If they had points, assists, or 3 points next to it, Caitlin Clark now owns that fucking record. She was transcendent on the court. She was transcendent off the court. In a league where I still maintain my theory is that they turned the gravity up on WNBA arenas, which is why the women can only jump about 2.5 centimeters. Like either that or they are secretly pumping concrete into these women's sneakers. Because I've never seen people who can't actually jump at all. Okay? Bo's grandmother got better hops than the WNBA players. But when you're someone who shoots 28-foot 3-pointers and passes the ball behind your back, then the fucking gravity thing really doesn't matter. You know, you're not a dunker. So now even people who usually only watch men's basketball can go, okay, I can get into this chick. She shoots like Steph. She plays the game like Steph Curry. She shoots very long threes. She hits them one after another, and she's a flashy passer. She's a Steph Curry type of player. That's why people responded to her. So on top of all of that, then she goes out. She sets attendance records. She sets television ratings records. She sets merchandise records. This is a no discussion. Time magazine appropriately names her Athlete of the Year. But here's what Washington Mystics owner Sheila Johnson had to say about this. The owner of one of the teams.
It has taken the WNBA almost 28 years to get to the point where we are now. And this year, something clicked with the WNBA, and it's because of the draft of the players that came in. It's just not Caitlin Clark. It's Reese. We have so much talent out there that has been unrecognized. And I don't think we can just pin it on one player.
There has been, this phrase has been couched, hasn't it? The Caitlin Clark effect. Why do you think that has been the case?
Well, I want to be very diplomatic about this. It's just the structure of the way media plays out race. I'm going to be very honest. I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented.
No, actually, that's factually incorrect. There's not one goddamn rookie who did the things that Caitlin Clark did. There's not one rookie who scored the points she did, who had the assists she did. So she's actually factually incorrect. There's also not one WNBA player that set the television records the way Caitlin Clark did, sold the merch the way Caitlin Clark did, set the attendance records the way Caitlin Clark did, to the fact that WNBA teams, including the Washington Mystics, had to move their games only on Caitlin Clark nights, had to move their games to bigger buildings to get more people in them. And here's the funniest thing. Even though Caitlin Clark played the Washington Mystics twice in their building, she accounts for 30% of the Mystics' attendance this year. She played 2 games in the Mystics building and accounts for 30% of their entire attendance for the season. Keep rolling with this fucking asshole.
Never got the recognition that they should have, and I think right now it is time for that to happen. So last night we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have?
Caitlin Clark.
Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
Singling out is not really what you say when someone gets an award. You say highlighting one player. So if that ain't a fucking Freudian slip, I don't know what is. Basically, this fucking nasty asshole wants to single out Caitlin Clark, to say don't give her just due. I'm not going to go into the reason why, just like I've never gone into the reason why, because I don't know. And since I'm not there, I won't try to say, oh, is it because she's white and the other people are black? I've never said that on this show. I'm going to continue not to say on this show, but I am going to say when someone makes a moronic fucking comment, like Sheila Johnson. You don't say singling out, you say highlighting. And by the way, the reason why you have fucking end of the year awards is because in every sports league, there are certain athletes that transcend the game in that season, and they get a fucking award. Would we have said when Tiger Woods was getting all the acclaim in '99? How come fucking Sports Illustrated or Time or Newsweek or blah, blah, blah doesn't put on the whole PGA Tour on the cover? Do we say, why don't they call the fucking game one of the greatest selling fucking golf games ever? Why didn't they just call it PGA Golf? No! The fucking PGA themselves signed off on it being called Tiger Woods Golf because he's a transcendent star, a la Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, so on and so forth. Whether the WNBA likes it or not, that's what Caitlin Clark is. You nasty, jealous assholes. Keep rolling.
And so now you're starting to hear stories of racism within the WNBA, and I don't want to hear that. We have got to operate and become stronger as a league and respect everybody that's playing.
Including Caitlin Clark.
And their talents.
You mentioned Time Magazine.
Yes.
And Caitlin Clark has made a point of using that moment to say we need to celebrate the black players in the WNBA and what they have done, and credits them for being so much the foundation of the success of the league. How important is that if it shouldn't have to be the case?
Yeah, she shouldn't have had to say that, but I applaud her for saying it. We cannot continue to operate because this division of racism is going to tear us apart.
Okay, great. Great comment. You understand that you're the one causing this division. Dummy. You're the one, you and people like you, who simply can't give this fucking goddamn girl, this stupid fucking chick from Iowa, her goddamn flowers. It's people like you. And by the way, remember fucking 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when we were fucking one of the forefront shows about this goddamn topic, only having the balls to talk about it. And the only time I've tried to fucking get into the psyche of these women is because there's clearly jealousy, right? What did this fucking bitch, Sheila Johnson, just say? She just said we shouldn't single out Caitlin Clark because all the other players will be jealous. So we were fucking right 7 or 8 months ago when we fucking said all of this fucking hate that the fucking players, former players, coaches in the WNBA have for Caitlin Clark. All of this hate is definitely because of jealousy. I won't try to be a fucking Dr. Freud with asking, why are they jealous? I have a few controversial theories. I'll keep them to myself. But don't take my word for it. Sheila fucking Johnson literally just said, stop highlighting Caitlin Clark because you're going to fucking make the other players jealous. Sheila Johnson, you dumb cunt, you're on the Shizer list.
Shizer, you're the one that we despise.
This conversation is beyond stupid. She is literally one of the only people to watch in the WNBA. I can't watch forwards and centers in the WNBA. These forwards and centers who are supposed to have fucking game barely get off the ground, miss 8 goddamn layups, get their own fucking rebounds, and then miss 9 more layups. The game is fucking terrible. Except for people who are trying to make it a little bit next generation. Like Caitlin Clark. In the same way that Steph Curry revolutionized basketball in 2010. What the fuck was that, Bowie?
I think my bat phone is ringing.
That was my phone. No, that was my phone.
I know it was your phone.
That was my phone.
What's the ringtone?
It was just a recreation of a ringtone from an Impractical Joker's punishment segment. Where they
ruined a golden rant. You ruined a golden rant for that. When the Dave man is on a roll, he wants people to shut up. Bo, what's a better song? Hammer Time or Too Legit to Quit? We're ranking MC because I actually thought that fucking song, I thought the ringtone was Hammer Time. That's why I asked him that. What do you think is better, Bo? Stop. Hammer Time or Too Legit? Too legit to quit. Hey, hey, too legit. Too legit to quit. How, how?
I think too legit to quit was more was more of one that got
Wow.
was more of an earworm.
You can't touch this. So parentheses Hammer Time is, I think, his biggest song. So Bo going out on a limb there. But look, the point is Sheila Johnson, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cheryl Reeves, she's a nasty cunt too. Is this misogynistic? No. I'm Irish. I call everyone cunts. John Mara is a cunt.
There you go.
Hal Steinbrenner is a cunt.
Loose
Brian
one.
Cashman is a cunt. Joe Schoen is a cunt. It just so happens Cheryl Reeves and now Sheila Johnson are cunts. Roy, double shizer these people.
Double shizer! Double shizer! You're the ones that we double despiser!
I'm not taking it anymore. It's hard to actually sometimes live in modern day society. Everything needs to be broken down by categories. I plead with you on behalf of the aliens, and which I am seeing now as well in the state of New Jersey, because we're not just seeing drones. We're seeing orbs of light that the drones are then inspecting. The orbs of light are clearly the fucking aliens. I am pleading with all human beings. We must look past race, religion, nationality, sexual shit, gender shit, whatever. We must look past it and just say we're all humans. If we can't get to a next phase of society, we're just gonna eat ourselves until the end of time. It's people like Sheila Johnson that are the worst people in American society right now. Because you're the one dividing people. Just accept that anyone can be good at a sport, anyone can be a star. You can't choose who a star is, but who the fuck cares? If you have a golden goose, why step on its fucking throat? Sheila Johnson, she's a fucking ATM machine. And no, Bo, that doesn't mean ass to mouth, you disgusting little freak. ATM, as I was talking about, Caitlin Clark is like Cash Money. Only you had to think of ass to mouth when I said ATM. You little fucking Pornhub addicted sicko.
You're a modern day Nietzsche, Davey Mac.
Let me just tell you this, Bo. Were you ever caught masturbating on Snapchat?
And no, I was never caught.
Good. Oh, but he was never caught.
My man.
That sounded very suspiciously, Bo, like you did it, but that you just weren't caught. Yeah, I see you gulping. You might as well do like a collar pull. You look so fucking guilty right now. I mean, this is like interrogation part 2. It bothers me, Bo. What's your opinion on Sheila Johnson, Caitlin Clark? Go ahead. In fact, Bo, you're allowed to have any rant you want right now. Start with Caitlin Clark.
Well, I gotta say that Sheila Johnson maybe needs to shut up, because it's the reason why there's people flocking, why there was tickets to a WNBA game costing thousands and thousands of dollars. Prior to this, you could practically find those in cereal boxes. They were just passing those around. They were passing them around at work like it was nothing.
That's fucking good, Bo. That's the rant. All right, wait, hold on. He's on fire. Give us something about any New York mayor, because I know you always love to give your little 2 cents of New York City politics since you're there in Queens. Go ahead. Just take it away, Bo. Bring the juice, though.
Well, I gotta say, the effects of the Bill de Blasio administration are still being felt with things breaking down.
What about Adams? Eric Adams. Is he? What do you think of him? Is he doing a good job? Bad job? What's the deal there?
Oh, may I interject here, Bobo? What do you think about the governor and her congestion pricing?
He don't know. He don't have a driver's license. You know he failed that fucking thing. He gets the fucking train.
I don't know. They take more out of our paycheck and take more out of people's paycheck, and we're not getting paid anymore, but you're still taking a lot more.
All right. But what about Adams? He's the mayor now.
And
Adams.
We're on YouTube, Bo.
And Mayor Adams, I don't know what to make. He's not doing enough.
All right, fair enough. I mean, as far as rants go, that was tame. Should have just kept you on the goddamn Caitlin Clark thing. That's my mistake.
What's your fire point these days, Bobo? Is it the migrants? What sets you off? What sets you off these days?
I mean, we're looking for a little juice. How many times do I have to say that? How many times do Roy and I have to set up the fucking volleyball only for you to miss it? You goddamn fucking wonderful little spaz. Just bring something right now.
Well, I gotta say one thing. The NPA taking years of under maintenance, things breaking down, but they've had the money all the time. Mismanagement, bunch of people just putting money in their pockets, pay people's limousines to work.
I mean, honestly, Roy, with how measured he's been, it's almost like this guy could probably run for councilman.
I was just about to say, I think I'd vote for him.
I mean, is that maybe he is? Maybe he's quietly running for like the 5th district councilman of Queens at this point. Councilman Bo. I could see it now. I mean, you're way more diplomatic than in years past. But I get it. You've been through the ringer today.
You need the votes.
I know you want to speculate.
I had to deal with a Karen at the post office in front of me.
Let's
I was
hear
the
it.
next person in line, and it took almost an hour for me to get a package dropped off.
Wow, that's fucking awful. I don't know what to tell you, pal. Let's do a couple of quick NBA and get the shit out of here. Bowie, I told you, the only team that's giving me any joy in New York is the Knicks. The last time I checked, they got up to number 3 in the East by a recent victory over the Orlando Magic. Can I just count on my Knicks to get to the Eastern Conference Finals? Different standards for Yankees and Knicks fan. Obviously, for me as a Yankees fan, it's World Series or bust. Knicks, I just need them to get to the Eastern Conference Finals and make it competitive and see if we can squeak into the finals. Is that acceptable? What are your thoughts about the Knicks? Are you even watching?
I've been watching, and that is acceptable. Eastern Conference Finals. This team is at least going to get there.
How about this? LeBron James had a mysterious 8-day absence.
Yeah,
he just fucking bailed out. And then he just came back and said, I was dealing with a little bit of a foot injury. But they didn't say that up front, which is quite odd. Usually, someone misses 8 days, you tell people right up front, LeBron's going to be out for 8 to 10 days due to a foot injury, not the other way around. Is there any mystery there?
It sounds like LeBron James has been going to a bunch of Diddy parties.
Oh,
exactly.
Shit. Okay, again, the thoughts and words of Daniel Bobo Kurlan represent Best Seats in the House podcast, not the Davey Mac Sports Program. He said that LeBron James is dressing like a maid and fucking every dude who goes to that party. It's fucking Bobo who said that fucking LeBron James and Will Smith and Diddy and Jay-Z got into a human centipede with each other where they were glued to each other's asses, shitting and fucking each other the entire time. And it's Daniel Bobo Kurlan that said that LeBron James and Leonardo DiCaprio 69'd each other for 18 cocaine-fueled straight hours at one of those Diddy parties. 18 straight hours of DiCaprio and fucking goddamn LeBron 69ing, according to Daniel Bobo Kurlan, co-host of the Best Seats in the House podcast, of course. His thoughts and opinions do not represent this program. Okay, I just want that to be out there officially.
For legal purposes, he was also the one who said that when LeBron does the chalk in the air, that stride did he come?
Jesus Christ, Bo. That's over the line. That's Daniel Bobo Kurlan said those things. Okay? Thank you. He said the goddamn LeBron, Diddy, and Jay-Z and DiCaprio dress up like the Village People and go around fucking each other's eyeballs for 2 straight hours while they're pumped up on ketamine. That's what he said. All right, Pupkin. Now the NBA ratings are down. This is the final story of the show. Why would that be? NBA ratings are down big time, they're saying, this year. Any thoughts and opinions of that, Bo?
The only one thing to say. It's probably because of the amount of cable subscriptions not being sold, or ESPN Plus is jacking up the prices.
That's interesting. I actually think you're not too wrong with some of it. That I think the coverage is lacking. I think ESPN has taken several steps backwards. They had the greatest broadcasting team in Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson. They decided to break it up for absolutely no reason. Put Doris Burke in there. Doris Burke, who reminds me, if you put a cowboy hat on Doris Burke, she might as well be fucking Jim Ross. She kind of got the front, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening here. I could see Doris Burke being like, oh, he threw Mick Foley off the top of the screen and LeBron is broken in half. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Goddamn Doris Burke. Someone put a cowboy hat on her. She's the same person. I think it's some of ESPN's fault, and I do think maybe an over-reliance on the 3-ball is turning some people off. When people are just watching guys chuck it 3 the whole time, we want our Steph Currys shooting threes. But we don't need every Tom, Dick, and Harry just hoisting up fucking 27-footers. Because then it's just a chucking game. So I think the coverage has been a little weak. I love the TNT coverage, but the ESPN coverage sucks. And the 3-ball,
and it's going to get worse next year. It's going to get worse next year with the Amazon deal.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how bad that's going to be. All right. That'll do it.
Especially with the fact all the lag Amazon. And I got to say one more thing that why the NBA ratings are probably going down. It's not like back in the days in the 90s when you had so many teams that were stacked.
Too much parity. That's what I was thinking. There's no good guy and bad guy.
Well, then you know what that's because of? That's because of the fucking everyone leaves college after their freshman year or skips college entirely. And maybe if the NBA wants to get back to a better game, like football, they say football, you can't get into the NFL, I believe, until after your sophomore year. What if the NBA said after your junior year? What if they said no more high school shit and you have to stay a minimum of 3 years in college? When these guys get to the pros, they'd be, fucking grizzled veterans by that point.
Or you could make the G League that like they do with Premier League soccer. So if you're a Lakers fan, you can get excited early. You can pay a little less, make a little money there, but something to get development.
Yeah. They're struggling right now, but I'm still loving the Knicks. I mean, it sucks that the Knicks, what if the Knicks go out and win the goddamn NBA finals and they fucking win it on the worst rated year in NBA in recent history? That wouldn't be so fun, but I don't give a shit. I need somebody to win. Notre Dame plays Friday, by the way. I will be watching that with my son as Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on Indiana in the college football playoffs. Indiana?
Thank God your son's there. That's all I'm going to say.
Why?
Because the way things are going, when Indiana upsets Notre Dame, that might be the straw that broke the McDonald back.
Indiana better not fucking listen. Well, come on, man.
Twins.
Unless fucking Bobby Knight and Isaiah Thomas are suiting up for Indiana, I ain't worried about a Hoosier football team. Okay? Thank you.
This is going to be a fun clip come Saturday.
Notre Dame's winning that fucking game. Notre Dame is in the state of Indiana. They would never hear the end of it if Notre Dame, the most popular team in Indiana, loses to a basketball program. Okay?
Yeah,
Again, if
because
Steve Alford's
upsets
the
never happen
quarterback-
under those categories.
All right, listen. That's it. Bobo, any final things to say before we take off?
Sure, definitely this week. Definitely subscribe to the Best Seat in the House podcast Patreon. I always post the links on my Twitter. Also, definitely be on the lookout for the Best Seat in the House podcast Christmas special coming up this weekend.
I will absolutely be enjoying that. It's always fantastic. You and Robert Kramer do such a wonderful job. So thank you, Bo. Roy, anything? Just the pinched neck? You're still feeling like shit.
Yeah, I just got my pinched neck. It's still feeling like shit. The painkillers are wearing off, and I just realized I'm on the Davey Mac Sports Program. So, yeah, I gotta go take a couple more, buddy.
What did they give you? Anything good?
Nothing good, man. They don't give you the good stuff anymore. No.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still in pain, David. That's why I'm in pain, and I'm not playing Pink Floyd right now.
That fucking sucks. Well, I hope you feel better. It's bullshit that the doctors can't. I mean, come on. Why can't the doctors fucking fix this shit, man?
I'm getting an epidural. They just have to see if my insurance covers it. That's what I'm waiting on.
Jesus Christ. Will you people help out Roy Harder? He's a musical gift to the planet.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Robert,
help him, Bo.
Robert,
see me
anything?
at Maxie's. New Year's Eve, Maxie's in Shippensburg. It's the pad. Come check it out. It's a fun place to hang.
All right. Well, listen, make sure you check out patreon.com/EastsideDave. We put up our own Christmas special. It was revolving around a Ron and Fez Christmas special, and it was a mega 5-hour episode. Big time episode, Daddy. You can only get that on patreon.com/EastsideDave. It will not be put up on YouTube in the entire month of December. Maybe in January it goes up. But it goes on patreon.com/EastsideDave way in advance. So if you want something mega large, mega fun to listen to, patreon.com/EastsideDave for the Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite Christmas special revolving around the Ron and Fez Christmas special. And that'll do it. All right. For Daniel Bobo Kurlan, for Bobby Tamburo, for Roy Harder, my name is Eastside Dave McDonald saying good night, everybody.